Hey creatives, so a very quick video from me answering a question that I got on my video yesterday where I did an art journal page using the Amsterdam Standard series acrylic paints. Now if you remember, I'd used the nozzle adapter for these, and the question was, would that nozzle adapter work on other tubes? Aroni ones specifically, but hey, let's just try everything I've got and we'll see how it goes. So massive thank you for the question, Doreen. So if you haven't seen these are plastic screw-on nozzles, and you can get them in packs of 5 from Talens to fit their Amsterdam range. I don't have any Amsterdam expert, but I definitely know that they fit the Amsterdam Standard range. And I've seen them retail from anything to just under £3 to over £7. So I have left links below for them, but do shop around as well for your budget. So what's that? That's around about what, $4 and under $10 in the US? Something along those lines anyway. So you take off the cap that's already on your paint and you just replace them with this screw cap instead. Screwed on so it's as tight as it will go, and then to open up the nozzle you twist it in the opposite direction to the way you screwed it on. And it kind of clicks when you're doing it, so you know that you're opening the nozzle and not just taking off the cap. It all makes sense when you get your hands on these. Okay, so I tried it out on the Liquitex tube and also on the Winsor & Newton Galeria tube, and it works perfectly well on both of these tubes. It will fit, and both of these are 59ml or 2 fluid ounces. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend using it on the heavy body version of the Liquitex. It's just way too thick and hard to squeeze out of the tube. If you happen to have the Liquitex soft body in tubes of this same size, then I think that would work better. You can get the soft body in tubes in the UK, but I think in America, I think it comes in bottles for you guys, but do tell me if I'm wrong. It works really well on the Galeria paint, because this paint has a really nice flow on it, just like the Amsterdam Standard series. So there's more fluid than the heavy body paint. So I also had a go with the Pebeo Studio Acrylics. Now, I can't get the lids off of these. So none of my new bottles, I just can't get the lids off. I presume they're just stuck on. However, I do have a really old bottle from a few years back, and I can get the lid off of that, and I can put the nozzle onto those paints. So if you happen to have older bottles that you can easily get the lid off, don't force it off, then you might be able to get the nozzle attachment onto those. So far I have used my plastic tube, so let's try some of the metal ones. So I've got the student grade from Dellow and an artist grade from Golden, and both of these are metal containers. So like Liquitex, this Golden is a very heavy body, so again it wouldn't be my first choice to use it with these nozzles. And as it happened, even though the nozzle would fit, I couldn't get it to go on straight. So these particular Aroni tubes, they're the 75ml, which is 2.5 US fluid ounces, and it's the System 3 original range. And out of all the tubes I've tried so far, these had the longest neck, but the nozzle still works on them perfectly well. And yeah, if you don't want to mix up your colours, then do wash out your nozzle beforehand, if it's one you've used on another tube. But for the purpose of this, I just wanted to show you that it works. So I've got some tips to share with you on how to use these nozzles. But before that, give me a shout if you've already used them and how you're getting on with them. I would love to hear. Plus, you know, the usual like of my videos, sharing it with other people who might find it interesting, and becoming one of my subscribers would be massively appreciated. So thank you, everybody. Right, so some quick tips, or things that I've found out so far. Bit of an obvious one, but keep all your caps and give them a good wash out, and try and chip off any of that dried paint as well. When you screw them on, try and make sure you screw them on straight, and if you have to, just clean the thread on the tube before you put the nozzle on, and put them on tightly so they're nicely sealed. Don't forget to close your nozzles when you're finished with taking out the paint. And as you close your nozzle, a little bit of paint comes out as well, so make sure you use that too and don't let it sort of dry on the nozzle. I've been wiping it on my page, as you've maybe seen here, but then I'll also go over the tip with a bit of kitchen towel. So far that seems to be working for me okay, but I'll let you know. So these nozzles were designed by Royal Talens for their own range, at least for their standard range. So use them with other bottles at your own risk. But as you can see here, I've been using them and they seem to be pretty successful so far. So again, I'll let you know if anything happens. Oh, and then the other thing that I've already mentioned, don't bother using them on your heavy body paints. But they do work nicely with things that have a little bit more flow to them. Okay guys, I hope that's been helpful. Let me know how you get on and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.